Dogs are known for being devoted to their owners and showing them affection. You're probably looking forward to hugging and cuddling your canine friend after a long day because you feel they are always happy to see you, as well as the love and companionship they provide. But for some reason, he seems to be avoiding any loving gestures. While you're pondering what might be the issue, sometimes they express a blatant dislike towards us. But just as in any relationship, it's conceivable that your dog doesn't love you as much as you think. They may be frightened of you because you're reminding them of a bad experience, or they may despise you because of how you act. So if you own a dog or are about to get one, here are 19 signs that show your dog doesn't love you. 1. He ignores your commands. You may have trained your dog to comply with basic cues like sit, stay, or stop for weeks or even months, and you may be confident in his ability to do so. A few months later, he rejects your commands and instead gives you a look instead of listening to you. Although he may be rebelling for a variety of reasons, one of them can be that he doesn't like you. The easiest method for them to express their sentiments to you is by ignoring you, whether it be because you upset them or because they are in an uncomfortable atmosphere. 2. Your dog doesn't want to be touched. Most dogs are loving and enjoy touching and cuddling. If your dog doesn't like to lick or nuzzle you, it's possible he doesn't like you. My friend's dog was an example of this. Her pup frequently rebuffed her warm touches. Instead of leaning in to kiss her back, he drew away as he searched for a way out. Your dog may not be used to being touched, but if he suddenly shows resistance, it's a sign he doesn't love you and may also mean he is not interested in you. 3. Growling or snapping at you. Dogs typically growl when they are uneasy or afraid of something. The majority of them use it as a warning to stop anything from happening. For instance, if someone they don't know tries to pat their head. Most pups would growl to warn other canines to back off when they approach too closely. Dogs that growl frequently may do so when they are frequently scolded and screamed at. These might cause them to have unpleasant encounters and develop a dislike for you. Avoid yelling at or punishing your canine friend because doing so undermines your relationship with your dog. 4. Your dog hides from you. If your dog runs away or hides from you, it can be a sign that he doesn't feel secure or at ease with you. 5. He avoids looking at you. Another possibility is that he may avoid making eye contact with you and will retreat if you approach. But, if you've raised the dog as a pet, they probably won't see it as aggressive, even though direct eye contact is a sign of aggression in dogs. Showing their owners with loving gazes is a favorite behavior for dogs. This means that your dog will show his devotion to you by making direct eye contact. If not, it means he doesn't like you. He might avoid eye contact because you two don't have a strong bond. In addition, he might be agitated and angry, avoid eye contact and other forms of communication, and retreat, occasionally by going to sleep in another room. 6. No excitement when you come home. Dogs are known for their passionate greetings when their owners come home. If your dog doesn't jump up and down when you come home, it could be a sign that he doesn't miss you or look forward to your return and also doesn't feel any connection with you. 7. Your dog barks at you excessively. When dogs are glad to meet you, they frequently bark. They might even jump up and down in an attempt to get you to play, but if they bark nonstop, it's clear they don't like you. Dogs frequently bark unnecessarily at strangers, when they are separated from their owners, and when they are bored or upset. When the dog, however, starts to bark at you whenever you get close to him, you might want to check to see whether you have done something to frighten him. The dog may get hostile in these situations and charge at you. 8. He flattens his ears. Dogs utilize their ears as a means of communication, and being able to recognize the various positions in which they are held teaches them a lot about their feelings. Dogs' ears are typically held back when they are at ease. The majority of them take this stance when receiving head pats or kisses. But, if the ears are pinched back or flattened on the head, it means they are frightened, worried, or hostile towards you. The majority of dogs take this stance when they are feeling defensive, and the more tightly they hold their ears back, the more terrified they become. 9. Constantly seeking attention from others. It may be a sign that your dog is not devoted to you and may not even be in love with you if he consistently ignores you in favor of other people. 10. He refuses to wag his tail when he sees you. A dog's tail will typically wag when he is happy to meet you. He will vigorously wag the tail while holding it higher than normal. When playing with other dogs, This behavior is obvious. He will occasionally take a playful stance with his bottom up and motion for you to play with him. But, he might tuck his tail away if he doesn't like you. He might be overly timid, anxious, or submissive around you. While feeling defensive, some dogs tuck their tails between their back legs or against their bellies. 11. Lack of affection. Petting, leaning, stroking, or wagging their tail against their owners are common ways for dogs to express their devotion to you. It can mean they don't love you if your dog doesn't show any signs of affection. 12. Sleeping elsewhere. It may be a sign that they don't feel secure or comfortable with you if your dog refuses to sleep in the same room as you or choose not to sleep on your bed. 13. Lack of interest in playtime. Playing with dogs is a wonderful way to develop a relationship with them. If your dog doesn't show any interest in playing with you or accompanying you on walks, it can be a sign that he doesn't like being around you. 14. Not following you around. Dogs that love their owners frequently stick close to them around the house. It could be a sign that they are in a bad mood or don't love you if your dog shows no interest in following you. 15. No response to your touch. Even though dogs love physical contact, if your dog doesn't react positively to your touch or doesn't seem to enjoy it, it can mean that your dog doesn't care about you or love you. 16. No protective instincts. Dogs that adore or love their owners frequently display protective tendencies. If your dog doesn't guard you in any way, that can mean they don't care about you or love you. 17. Lack of appetite. If your dog doesn't show any interest in food or treats that you give him, this could be an indication of stress or anxiety, as well as a hint that they don't feel secure or content with you. 18. Lack of licking. Licking their owners is a common way for dogs to express affection. If your dog doesn't lick you, it could be a sign that they don't love you as much as you think. 19. Destructive behavior. If your dog destroys furniture or chews on your stuff when you're at home or not, that means he's definitely angry at you, and if you continue making your pup get mad at you, it could end up affecting your relationship with your canine friend, and he will see you as a treat and stop loving you. In summary, these are a few indications that your dog may not love you. It's important to keep in mind, though, that some of these behaviors might also be attributed to other things, such as environmental changes or health problems. It's crucial to seek counsel from a veterinarian or a qualified dog trainer if you observe any of these symptoms, so that you can identify the root of the problem and take the necessary measures. Keep in mind that you can create a loving and fulfilling attachment with your animal pet if you are patient, attentive, and caring. Is there anything you would like to add to this list? If you have anything to share, leave us a comment below. Like if you enjoy the video and subscribe to my channel for more informative pet and animals videos. See you next time.